Hi, how are you? It's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Today, we are back on the Paladin, guys, and we are questing in Dun Moreau. Let's turn in this quest here to Reginald Barley Brew in Brunel Village. Do you have that shimmer weed? I almost have a batch of stout ready to brew, and I want to try throwing the weed in with this mixture.
Great! I can't wait to use these in some of my recipes. There's one in particular I think it'll work great
The goat fur cloak. We'll take that.
I'd like my brother Wellard to try my new Shimmer Stout. He's a mountaineer, stationed in the Southern Guard Tower, one of 2 towers on the border to Loch Modan. He may not be a brewer like the rest of us barley brews, but he loves his drinks, and I know he'll like this one. Can you bring him this barrel of Shimmer Stout for me?
All right. We will do that. And now I'm going to head over to Ironforge, guys. The plan is to get the flight point there and then also learn two-handed axes and any other weapon specializations that we don't have. And then after that, we will make our way down here. We'll do some more quests and potentially make our way over to Loch Modan. Hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. I'm having fun on the Paladin. I know I've been talking about the negatives of some of playing a Paladin, but I am having fun. It's always fun playing a new character. But the rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer is helping quite a bit. It makes this character feel like he's pretty damn strong, and that we're not swinging, a wet noodle. We do have a talent here. I think we'll keep going into Improved Blessing of Might. Increases our attack power bonus from Blessing of Might by 16% now. Final rank will get us to 20. And then after that, we'll probably go into Benediction, which reduces the mana cost of our Judgment and Seal spells by 3%. I think it stacks up to 15 once we get 5 talent points in it. And another talent that I want to get as soon as possible is Pursuit of Justice. You need 10 points in Ret to get this. It increases movement and mounted movement speeds by 4%. This is not stacked with other movement speed increasing effects. So this does include just running. So being able to just run faster is awesome. So I'll try to get that as soon as possible. Most of your time leveling in vanilla is traveling. So if you can increase your movement speed, it always helps by quite a bit. So we will try to get that talent maxed out. You can get 2 points in it, so I think 8% is probably the max you can get, which is pretty fast. 8% more movement speed is quite a bit. And today will be another day where the mage will get a chance to take down Kel'Thuzad. Hopefully we do it this week. We have 4 more bosses left. Lotheb, the 4 Horsemen, Saffron, and Kel'Thuzad. And the guild I'm in is starting to focus on TBC as well. They're trying to get their roster figured out. We'll see if I'll be able to get the Paladin ready. I'm not too sure how hardcore I'm going to be leveling at the start of TBC. We will see, but I kind of like to just enjoy and take my time during the first phase. So I'm not too sure if I'll be raid ready. And I also want the tanks, so usually you want your tanks to be leveling as fast as they can, so you can get them in raid, right? As soon as possible. Here we are back in Ironforge, guys. At the high seat. Sanir's report. It would seem that my guards are becoming less discriminatory with petitioners. Well, what do you want? Make it quick.
Authority of the king! Has Magni taken complete leave of his senses?
Oh no.
And that damnable Whitebeard taken matters into his own hands, has he? The Senate will not be pleased to hear about this, not one bit. What, are you still here? Go before I call the guards.
Okay, so let's head over to the military ward after we get the flight point here. Do we have anything to upgrade? Doesn't look like it. There we go.
Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds.
We have the flight point.
Can those airy pink griffins stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
And we'll head over here to the weapon trainer.
Well, hi there. Are you here to learn the proper technique?
You can't learn anything? What the heck?
Very well. Well, hi there. Are you here to learn the proper technique of a new weapon? Bullet Whip.
So this tells you every...
Right here at the Timberline Arms teaches fist
Oh, there we
weapons,
go.
guns, one- and two-handed axes, and one- and two-handed maces. Wu Ping, the human weapon master at Weller's Arsenal in Stormwind, teaches crossbow, daggers, one- and two-handed swords, polearms, and staff. Alienia Moonfire, the Night Elf Weapon Master, resides at the Warrior's Terrace in Darnassus, where she teaches bow, daggers, fist weapons, staff, and throwing weapons.
You want to be trained in the use of a weapon, do you? Well, don't stand there slack-jawed. Speak up, laddie.
Okay, well, there we go. We now can use two-handed and one-handed axes. Not bad. You're currently at level 13. Should we buy a weapon? Should we go check the weapons out, guys? We'll check it out. Why not? Let's check out two-handed axes. We'll go to level 15. Broans, that's a little expensive for us. Pretty nice though, 17.6 damage per second axe. The Lupine Axe, 13 damage per second, two-handed axe. Pretty damn fast speed, though. You want your speed to be slow so the damage is a little bit higher when you crit. Top damage. This one's not bad. It's 5 gold, the Brash Claws Chopper. Mogrosh Can Opener. It's pretty good. 12.5 damage per second, 6 strength. Barbaric Battle Axe of the Eagle. We can actually use that now. is better than the axe we currently have. I mean, the mace. But I think we're better off waiting at least one more level. Let's check out two-handed maces. Heavy spiked mace. Pretty nice mace. Level 14, 89 silver, 12.5 damage per second, 6 strength, 51 damage. Ironwood Maul. Could use right now. Put 12 to 15. Heavy spiked mace could be it. Seems to be just as good as the axe. And there's the two-handed swords. It's a nice sword, pretty fast swing speed though. The good thing about picking a mace too is we don't have to level it up. So that saves us a bit of time. This sword is nice, it's kind of expensive. The heavy copper broadsword. Doesn't have strength though, it's all stamina. I think we're gonna go with the maces, guys. So we'll check this out, see what it looks like. It looks like a pretty standard mace. Alright, so we'll buy this out. 89 silver for it. Not bad. There we go. Not a bad price for a weapon upgrade. And that'll take us into... I'm going to use that. That'll take us into Dead Mines. And then hopefully in Dead Mines... we get Mr. Smite's Mighty Hammer. It's pretty badass. 11 strength, 4 agi, 19.7 damage per second. 3.5 swing speed. Top end damage is 83 damage. And the level you need to be to use that is level 18, so. This mace we should be able to use for 4 levels. I'd be fine with that. I don't want to spend too much gold on weapons, right? I'm obviously trying to save a bit of coin as well. But maybe today we'll hit level 14 and equip this bad boy. What the heck? Punt lol. Quite the run Punt lol had to do to get to Iron Forge. This guy came out of nowhere. Behind the wagon, this naked night elf just appears out of nowhere. Like, what the heck was that? Some weird going on outside of Iron Forge at the moment. We got 37 minutes for Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer. It's pretty good. It's not bad. I hope we get that dungeon mace. I really do. In fact, we could use that probably all the way to Scarlet Monastery. We get that mace. Let's head over here and see if we can deal with this elite protecting the herd. Could be a tough battle. Level 9 Warlock seems to be, maybe checking it out. I think it might be over here. And that's why you don't really need to buy weapons. Like, if you get, you know, this weapon from Dead Mines, you're pretty much set until Scarlet Monastery, and then Scarlet Monastery you're gonna get an amazing weapon on the Alliance side. That is actually better than Whirlwind Axe. So after that, you're pretty much set until 60, pretty much.
In the middle of the night. Then this morning, sure enough, the herd was missing 2 rams.
Just helps to buy a few weapons at the start.
Has been preying on our livelihood.
Speeds up the beginning by quite a bit, especially if you don't get lucky enough to
There is no one to keep Vagash
get any weapon drops while you're
you are brave
questing.
enough to seek out the beast and slay him. Bring me one of his fangs, and I will reward you. Vagash lurks just above the ranch here, but be warned, he is deadly.
Okay, Vagash. Oh, they're waiting. They're gonna have to group up. I wonder how long we'll have to wait for Vagash. There he is. Big hit. Stun him here. He got blown up.
Much appreciated.
I think we could have killed him solo. This buff's pretty it's pretty OP. I think having this buff is you could honestly just not get weapons and just have this buff, and
Great to meet you. Very well done. Baron will be so
it's much
happy
better
to
than the
hear
weapon.
good news. To kill Vagash is no easy task. I imagine one day you'll be
Pretty nice two-handed
King
mace, not as
Magnus
good as the one we
on
have
Alliance front.
already. We'll take should take these legs now. We already have a green chest and green legs, so I guess we'll take the mace and just sell it for 4 silver.
Be good.
Pretty good quest right there to get a mace, though. Level 12 mace, 1 strength, 1 spirit, 8.3 damage per second. Not as good as the one we got, though. Almost. And it's not even close to the one we just purchased. Alright, let's head down here and slay some trogs. We'll slowly make our way to Lochmadan.
As a member of the Senate and the Explorers League, I've taken it upon myself to take care of this part of the Trog infestation that has gripped our lands. They've certainly made a mess of Golbola Quarry, and for no reason. As we dug deep into the earth, they poured out, destroying our equipment and driving them. There's not much for us to do. Rebuild, then get back to work. If you help me with the Trogs, I'll gladly for your time. Those light-blasted trogs, turning my worksite into a wreck! Look at that! There goes another barrel of powder. Oh! I wish I could go down there and wring every one of their scrawny little necks. I want to kill them all! This can't be good for my health. All this stress and anger. What have they left me with? Nothing. I killed them myself, but my aim's no good anymore. You go into the quarry and kill some of the filthy buggers. I'll pay you. Just hurt them, kill them.
Alright, time to fight the dwarven cousins. The trogs. A lot of people in here. We got a warlock and a priest. Guys we were just with to take down Vagash. Warlock would be fun to play in TBC. It's a pretty damn good class. I was considering leveling up a Warlock. It's a great class if you want to try to get a raid spot. Usually, some guilds have like 4 to 5 Warlocks. Just because of how much damage they do. And you really want to stack them for the last raid. Sunwell Plateau. I also haven't really played much Warlock on the channel, so it would be cool to check that class out. I think the only time I played Warlock was during Season of Discovery for the first phase, and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Played Destro Warlock. Got a lot of Chaos Bolts, and I had a blast. Not too sure how good they are in TBC, but supposedly they're a lot of fun. The guy who invented Ethereum, the cryptocurrency, used to play World of Warcraft before he got into crypto, and it's a funny story. The reason why he stopped playing was because they changed, there's like a patch that changed Warlocks, and he didn't like it. Seems a Warlock man. So I guess, you know, I think he played back in TBC, so TBC Warlock must have been pretty damn fun. It's one of the best DPS classes, if not the best, in that expansion. Oh, there we go. We've beat the crap out of the Trogs. Head up here, turn these quests in, and then make our way to Loch Modan. We have to turn in this Shimmerstead quest as well. I believe the guy's name is Vitalik Buterin.
It is a start. Hopefully we can take advantage of it and move some mountaineers in to secure the area. Then we can begin to restore our infrastructure and get the miners back to work. Thank you for your assistance, adventurer.
Almost 14, guys.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. But I won't be happy until they're all dead. All of them.
Looking forward to checking out this mace. What level do we go to Dead Mines? I think it's like 17, so we have quite a few levels to go before we actually start going into the Dead Mines. I'll probably go right when we hit 17. Try to get in there. Alright, so let's go turn in Shimmer Stout. There's the Lost Pilot as well. Find Pilot Hadelv. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Ironforge, Keranos, Loch Madan. Just over here is for the Lost Pilot. I believe this brings... We'll go this way. We'll just go to Loch Madan. Maybe we'll pick up the Lost Pilot later. It's good, we're still getting quite a bit of boar meat. We can level up our cooking a little bit more. Hope we don't have to backtrack too much. We might have to. But we could just buy the meats to catch up if we do fall behind. Alright, we found Mountaineer Barley Brew. Let's see how much XP we get here. We might hit 14. Hello, Paladin, and what business takes you all the way out here? Something exciting, I hope. I haven't been in a good fight in days, and this barrel of ale is almost dry.
Oh, whoa! This stuff really puts a shine in your eyes. I feel like I can see in the dark. I've been drinking more of that shimmer stout my brother made. It's great stuff. I want a fellow mountaineer to try it. His name's Cadrell, and he's usually patrolling the road through Thelsamar in Loch Modan. To get to Thelsamar, go southeast through the tunnel, then turn northeast when the path forks into a road. Follow that road straight into Thelsamar. Give Mountaineer Cadrell this cask of shimmer stout and see what he thinks.
Alright, off to Loch Madan we go. I pick these quests up a little later. Pick them up now. How's our quest log? We have quite a bit of room. But I do want to make our way to Thessalmar, so we can get the flight point.
Adventurer, you may or may not be aware of the Trog threat looming over Dwarven lands. With the Ironforge Reserve called up to the Alliance front, we are left with a fraction of the defense forces needed to keep these lands safe. My regiment is assigned to watch over the gate here, and we cannot leave our post for fear of invasion. But we need some pressure put on those damn Trogs lurking in the hills. If you're up to the task, wage an assault on the Trogs. Bring me back 8 Trogstone teeth as proof. We need to protect the Loch, adventurer! With so many of the King's soldiers fighting valiantly on remote battlefields, we've become overwhelmed on the home front. Trogs are tunneling up from every crevice. The Trog infestation poses the largest threat to Ironforge. These disgusting mutants must be destroyed. We need you, brave adventurer, to venture forth and lay waste to the Trog threat. Slay 10 Stone Splinter Trogs and 10 Stone Splinter Scouts and report back.
Alright, so let's go slay a few Trogs here. See if there are any around. This warrior might be farming most of them. Oh, what do we get there? A short bastard sword. 2 strength, 2 stam, 8.3 damage per second. 2-handed sword. Not bad. I might keep that for now. Won't disenchant it right away. I'll disenchant this mace, though. See what we get. And we got some more lesser magic essence. Yeah, not a bad 2-hander. Not as good as the weapon we currently have, but it's pretty good. It's nice to have. We could like level up our sword skill with it, so we'll hold on to it for now. Spawn rate here is pretty good. We should hit 14 soon. And we'll see how hard this mace is that we just purchased. There we go, level 14. Let's equip this mace. Let's see how much harder we hit with it. Got parried for our first hit. Oh, there we go. Oh, big 170 right there. Nice. That's kind of funny. Equip this mace and we get parried. Watch out though. Can't pull too many trogs here. Could die. Stun this one. Doesn't really feel like it hits much harder than the last mace we had. This one has a top end damage of 34. This one has a top end damage of 51s. Quite the difference. We still have Rallying Cry. There was a big hit right there. When we get those 170 hits, I think those are crits. Really tell the difference there. Alright, so what do we need? We just need 2 more Stone Splitter Trogs. Or Stone Splitter Scouts. There's one up here. There's one in the back. All right, perfect. I'm pretty sure we don't really need to learn any more weapon skills. I think that 2-handed axes, swords, and maces, and then also having 1-handed axes, sword, and maces is all we really need. Can't use range weapons. 1-handed daggers, maybe, if we tank. But I doubt we would use that like a dagger.
Mark my words, you won't find faster griffins anywhere in the Eastern Kingdom. How are Welcome to Thelsamar, your home away from home in Loch Modan. Thelsamar is a nice place, but it's not all beer and salted meat for those who answer the call to duty. If you're willing to face danger in the name of the Alliance, then read the poster outside the Thelsamar branch of the Explorers League. Now let me have a taste. Magni's beard. This stuff gets your head turning. And it lightens the limbs too. I feel like I can fly. I hear Mountaineer Stormpike is looking for a runner. Someone to do a little traveling for him. How about it? Are you the person for the job? If so,
Iron
then
Band's
you'll find
excavation.
Stormpike at the top of the Northern Guard Tower. We have a real infestation problem to the west. Tunnel rat kobolds have moved into the foothills, setting up dens and fouling our land with their filth. We want them eliminated. Hunt them, bring me their ears and earn their bounty. You can find tunnel rat kobolds and their dens west of Thelsamar, littered along the mountainside.
There's never a shortage of empty bellies here in Thelsamar. Kids running in and out, workers from the excavation coming in after a hard day's work. We're famous for our blood sausages. I don't suppose you've ever tried them? No? Well, around here, you've got to work for your meals. And don't think just because you're a fancy adventurer, you'll be any exception.
Yeah, we have a talent upgrade here. Good for blessing and might, 5 out of 5.
Spider ichor for spice. You get me some of those and leave the cooking to Vidra.
Prospector Ironband is heading an excavation of ancient ruins east of the lake. His progress has been slow lately, especially considering all the supplies we've sent him. Ironband's a stout, honest dwarf who values results, which has me worried that forces are at work against him. Go to Ironband's excavation and speak with Magmar Felhew. He manages the details of the site and will know why there's a slowdown. To get to the excavation site, go around the southern tip of the lake, then head east.
Alright, so there we go. We're 5 out of 5. Improved blessing and might. Gives us 20% attack power bonus to our blessing and might buff. And we'll quest here for a bit. Why not? Try to turn in all of these quests here. In Loch Modan, it is a gorgeous zone. The lake is really nice. One of my favorite Alliance zones. So we'll level here for a little bit before we head back to Westfall. I want to make sure we get back to Westfall, though. There is quite a few quests we need to do to get all of the quests for the Dead Mines. And I also want to make our way to Manatill Harbor before we head back.
How are you? That's right. I have a task that I can't do while I'm guarding. In fact, it'll take you far from Loch Modan. Your perfect chance for adventure. There is a dwarven armorsmith whose work I admire greatly. His name is Furin Longbeard, and his skill is unmatched. I need a new shield, and I must have one of his. The problem is, Furin is far to the south in the dwarven district within Stormwind, in human lands. I can't imagine why he would live there so far from Ironforge. The humans must pay him a king's ransom to keep him there. So if you want to travel and don't mind making some money, then will you send Furin my request for a shield? Aha! So Grimman finally finished my axe. I can't wait to try it against some trogs and kobolds. Many thanks, adventurer. It was a long distance to travel for this delivery. Here are some coins for your efforts. The Silver Stream mine to the east ran dry long ago. It was converted by the Miners' League into a storage depot. But now kobolds have moved in, putting their filthy paws on good dwarven tools. We'll root out those vermin soon enough, but the League wants someone to get their gear out of the mine before we warriors tromp in there and break things. It'll be a tough delve. You might want cohorts at your side. The gear is stored in Miners' League crates throughout the mine. Good luck.
Well, let's get in there. Try to finish this quest. We need to get the miner's gear. We should be okay. Oh, we got a chest over here. Hopefully we get something pretty good. Look at that, we got a green. Didn't get it from the chest, but got a one-handed axe with 6 damage per second, 1 spirit. We got a silver bar from that chest, not bad. Could use that for when we level up engineering. Oh, we're gonna pull a lot here. Can we handle this? Hope so. I just use a health pot right away. Stun one. There we go. The rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer, and this weapon we got carried us through that little battle. Scout, yeah. Get shot at by a scout. Let's make our way into the mine. Have another elixir of lion strength. We'll use that. Gives us 4 strength. And there's the miner's gear. Stun this one. The rat diggers. This guy could actually wreck us. They sunder armor us, decreasing our armor by 270. But they don't hit very hard. If you pull a lot of them, they, keep stacking that sunder armor. You can get hit. You can die pretty quick. Let's get this miner gear. Not getting a lot of rat ears. Even though we're slaying quite a few of these kobolds. And this, bag of marbles, I think I already mentioned this. We actually use this against patchwork in Naxxramas, so it's good to hold on to. Increases the target's chance to hit by 25% for 10 seconds. It's funny how it gets used on a raid boss later on. From a quest that, you do at like level 5. That's classic WoW for you. Hold on to... Some items become pretty damn useful later on. Hopefully we don't die here. Needs a health pot. Let's open this chest. Some more health pots. Nice. Oh, crap. Do have a stun, so we should be alright. Let's heal quick. Or we get overwhelmed. And these caves are pretty dangerous, especially in hardcore. I recommend staying away from caves. Playing hardcore, but we got quite a few buffs, so we can make our way through here. Paladins are pretty strong too, you know, with the heals and all that good stuff. And if we really do get into trouble, we have divine protection. Kind of surprised that we haven't got the ears yet. Let's try to get the rest of these ears. Can we handle this 3-pack again? I guess we'll try. Stun one. That one got wrecked. There's another chest back. Yeah, looks like there is. Another one spawned. There we go. One more ear to go. Nice. Let's see what's in this chest. We're gonna lose our Rallying Cry Dragon Slayer buff, so can't be as reckless as we have been. Just chain pulling. Probably see quite a difference here, damage-wise. Instead of 2 hits, it's like 3, maybe 4 now. I just got some copper. More healing pots. I guess we'll just chug one here. Oh man, pulling quite a bit. Oh, never mind. Another person's level in a paladin there. Should be fine. All right, let's head back and turn in Filthy Paws. We still need some bear meats, spider ichor, and boar intestines as well. Looks like all of the Rallying Cry, the Dragon Slayer buffs are on cooldown. The next one's in an hour. I do have my Hearth set to Stormwind, so I could get it, just be a pain traveling back. Probably do an episode or two without the buff. But this mace is putting in work, though. You can really tell the difference.
You got my attention.
You have the Miner's Gear
Did you see a
Trap
lot of
Lights.
kobolds in there? I can't wait for the order to clear
Oh, a
them
better
out of
chest
mine.
piece. We'll take
The
that.
thought of their grimy hands
The
clawing
Ironheart
around our mine makes
chain.
my stomach rumble. Be good.
So that gave us 4 stamina, 144 armor. It gave us like a 15 armor upgrade. So we'll put that on. We'll disenchant some loot here. Nice, we got a little bit of strange dust. I think those were the only greens we got. I'm going to save the sword just in case we want to level up our two-handed swords. Can we enchant anything? We can enchant Bracer, Minor Health. Does it already have it, though? Yeah, it already has it. Do we have any other Bracers? What if I could enchant Bracers that are just in our bags? We'll save it, though. We'll save this just in case we get an upgrade. Because we don't really have that much enchanting mats anyways. Can get rid of this old mace. Yeah, we just got more lesser magic essence. But there we go, guys. That is going to be the end of today's episode. We almost got to level 15. It's nice that we got to 14 and we're able to equip this heavy spiked mace. Next episode, we will continue questing in Loch Modan. We sure have a lot of quests to complete. And then once we're done here, we'll probably head back to Ironforge. We'll fly back and we'll potentially do the mountain run through the mountains and then into the wetlands, so we can get access to Menethil Harbor. But that's going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.